Hello everyone, welcome to day 3 of our brush party Arty Advent. I haven't said those words like that before, they sound kind of weird. Anyway, welcome back, and I hope you've enjoyed the previous 2 paintings. Today we are going to be painting a snowman, and the reason for that is because we are painting this guy today in Nap Hill. I'm really looking forward to it because we're going to have pies and Prosecco and whack on our Christmas jumpers. I'm getting in the festive mood big time. Anyway, so hope you enjoy this one. Let's get going. Okay, so let's get creating our snowman. Right, the paint I'm going to be using today is blue, white, pretty much all of them, to be honest. There isn't a colour that we're not going to use. So yeah, get all of your primaries on your palette and some black and some white. Now we are going to use our number 12 brush, our chisel angle brush, and our small tiny number 6. Right, so let's start off with our number 12. We are going to create the background structure for our snowman. I haven't named him yet. I don't know. We should probably name him. We'll call him Snowman for now. But anyway, let's put some white and a little bit of blue together, mix it up. And the reason we're going to do this is because we're going to create the outlines and the body shape for our snowman. So let's start with our top circle. Just going to paint. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. It's quite nice when it is wider, so it looks like he's squished a bit, so he's not a perfectly cartoon rounded snowman. And then put a bit more on there. Our next circle for his tummy. He's got a big tummy. Perfect. There we go. And the bottom part of him, another circle that is flatter at the bottom, and again nicely rounded, so he's a bit porky. Perfect. Now whilst I've got this blue on my brush, I'm just going to sweep left and right around the base of him to create the ground that he is sat on. There we go. Right. Okay, now swilling off my brush, there's nothing on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some white on the same brush and just fill in this whole area. Now I'm going to be going over the top of that blue, and because it's still wet, it's going to blend very subtly with our white, and it's going to give him a little bit of a 3D frosty texture. So we've got the brush strokes sweeping around. He's getting a bit more 3D now. There we go. Maybe painting a huge one later on an A3 canvas. This is just a very simple version of him, so hopefully you can create him back at home. We couldn't have an Arty Advent and not have a snowman. There we go, so I'm just rounding that off. I really like all these little built up brush strokes. The texture looks like he's really chunky, which is perfect. So I'm going to swill off that brush, so there's nothing on there. I'm going to pick up my angled chisel brush, and I'm going to just make it very slightly damp and put it back into that light blue. And just around the bottom right of these circles, I'm just going to sweep widthways with my chisel brush, just with that blue. Okay, I might need to mix up a little bit more of this actually. There we go. So he's definitely got some shadow now, which is great. A bit more here, I think. Nice. There we go. Okay, so he's got a little bit of 3D detail there. Okay, so the next bit we're going to do is his scarf. Now I want him to have a lovely green scarf. I'm really into green at the moment. So this is his neck up along the top here, and I'm going to use my number 6 brush with a small amount of green on, right in between the two of the top and middle balls of snow. Just going to create the outline which joins the two together. Just going to fill in this scarf. You can do whatever colour scarf you like. At our parties we do orange, but I like giving him a bit of range of colour because his nose is orange, because he's got a carrot. There we go. Right, and we've got 2 bits trailing down, so we have 1 stroke in here, a bit wider, some flicky bits, a nice woolly scarf. Perhaps he's been to M&S already. And we'll have another one coming down here. And again, just some woolly, flicky details at the end. Nice and subtle. Okay, so his next bit we're going to do, swilling that off, is his hat. So a small amount of black on your brush. Now he is a bit dapper, so we're going to have it at a jaunty angle. So let's try and think of the bottom part of a spaceship or something. We're just going to create 1 line in black. You can thicken it up. There we go. And we'll have 2 small brush strokes coming in at an angle on the top of that. We'll join them together and fill in this whole area. Now the next bit we're going to do is carry on at this jaunty angle and put the top part of his hat on there. And fill him in. There we go. A bit too much water on there. We always say in the parties, no, you've got to add water, add water. But you can do a little bit too much, so just approved. Right, just wipe that off. A little bit of white on there. Just going to go along the middle and the top with some white highlight, and at the front as well, as though the light is shining down on top of him, because he looks like he's looking up towards the moon. So I'm going to swirl that off. A tiny bit more black. I'm going to give him an eye. A little blob of black, and I quite like it around about here, just over halfway. And rather than giving him a dot for an eye, if you give him a bit of a longer, droopier eye, gives him a bit of character, makes him look a bit sweeter, like a lovely little friendly snowman. Let's swirl that off. Right, next bit, our carrot. So let's mix up some orange, yellow, tiniest bit of red to start off with, because red is a much stronger pigment than that yellow. Now, from the middle part of his face, I'm just going to brush a bit more red there, a bit too yellow for my liking. 1 stroke out from the inside, just on the inside of his face, rather than having it plonked on the outline there. We'll have it just sitting inside. So we have one straight line and then widen it at the bottom. So it is a long, thin, pointy carrot nose, a bit triangular. There we go. And using that orange that I have already created, I'm going to put the smallest amount of black in there, just try and create a brown, a bit more yellow, and a bit more red. We're going to create his arm again with the number 6 brush, so wipe off that build-up of paint. Let's test that colour. Brown is so fiddly. And yeah, it's just a colour that we just mix all of our primaries with. There are so many different shades of brown. There we go. I've got a lot of paint on there, so I'm going to swirl off my brush, take out the weight, wipe it on the side of the cup, give it a quick twist to dry. Okay, so from just below the eye, we're going to paint one jagged line. Don't worry if the paint runs out, it kind of makes it lovely and wispy towards the end, which is lovely. We want him to have quite a beautiful little sticky arm, and it's thicker towards the body where it joins. Swirl off my brush, put a little bit of water on there just to help spread the paint, and let's give him some nice little branch detail. Looks like he's actually reaching up for the moon. Oh, that's really cute. There we go. Let me know what you think we should name him. I think that is our snowman complete. Give us a like on Facebook or subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can catch up with what we're doing. And likewise, check out our events. We have lots of Christmas festive theme parties going on in the local area. So hope to see you then, or if not, tomorrow. Bye.